Good morning, my dear church family, on this Tuesday before Christmas. I hope you're doing well in the holiday stress, but more than anything else, I hope you're living your very best life in Jesus Christ. Well, I just received a phone call from my brother Mark and found out that they do not feel comfortable coming to our home for Christmas Day. It's not for anything we've done, it's just simply because of the current upswing in COVID. I will admit to being a bit more than a bit disappointed. Now, don't get me wrong, I totally understand their decision under the circumstances. And we will get to see Nancy's family on Christmas Day and perhaps my brother Tim, but still, I was hoping for a bit more normal, I suppose. You see, family makes it feel like home to me. I mean, many families have similar traditions that go back generations, and it's quite upsetting to have anything interfere with them. I mean, this, like many Christmas traditions, is a long-standing one, going back to before Nancy and I were even married. Even when COVID has not been present, I'm sure we are not the only family facing the necessity of being separated at Christmas time. The thing is, though, with my history, if I'm not careful, I allow this depressing thought to become foremost in my mind. And it threatens to rob me of any hope of finding joy in the season. But, like I said, family makes it home, don't they? And it's tough not being able to go home. Family and home are very basic parts of who we are. And the two are invariably linked in our minds and our hearts to the point where the idea of being homeless is frightening or terrifying to most of us. The truth is that we all, deep in our hearts, we long for home. You know, I read something a while back that put it this way: home is the canvas on which you paint the memories of your life. It isn't how elaborate is the house in which you live that makes it home. It's who lives there, and the love that turns a house into a home. This reminded me of another plaque I saw not too long ago that said your house is built on wooden beams, but your home is built of love and dreams. For most of us, home is where our loved ones are. And I can certainly say for me that when all else fails, home is where Nancy is. Abraham Lincoln even knew this when he said going home is the end of all journeys. And that's why the thought of not having folks in your home, of not being able to see family, of not going home for Christmas is difficult. Jesus said in Matthew 8:20, foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. I'm sure Jesus longed for two homes, one on earth and one in heaven. Though I have a suspicion that when he was here on earth, when Jesus thought of home, it was probably a humble little house in Nazareth where, no matter what, he knew he was always welcome. Nothing makes a home like family, does it? I was blessed on Sunday that even though I may not be able to see my family, my earthly family, for Christmas, I was able to be home for Christmas. I was with my loved ones, my church family. I was blessed to be able to be with those I love and that I know love me. We were able to be with our Father in a place where we know we are always welcome. And it was a wonderful place to be. And this is just our temporary home, isn't it? I mean, as much as we long for our earthly home, how much more do we long for our eternal home? Lincoln also said this: I never lie down in the darkness without thinking of home when I'm away. I think I see the point of the whole thing. It isn't the place or the furniture that makes it home, but the love and the peace that's in it. There must be another home somewhere to go to after we have broken the last camp down here. Going home, it's the end of all journeys. It's the one miraculous gift, the one call that's irreversible. Yeah, last couple of years, COVID's been devastating and continues to cause no end of troubles for folks. But even COVID, as bad as it is, cannot rob us of our home. How blessed are we as a people to know that when we finally break camp here, we can one day walk through the doors of an eternal home, one not made with human hands, where we can settle in with God's family for all eternity. What a wonderful gift it is to have an earthly home, and what a glorious gift it is to know that we who believe anyway, A home awaits where sin and sadness and loss cannot enter, sickness doesn't enter, and death is but a memory. You know, I am so grateful for my earthly home, and yet I long for my forever home. If you're listening to this and you're drifting and homeless, I urge you to come home. Come home to love. Come home to peace. Come home to joy. Come home to Christ. Just come home. Dorothy Gale said it best in The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. Believe me. I hope you have a wonderful day today. I want you to know that I'm here, as always, should you need me. And I truly, truly love you all. Bye-bye, and Merry Christmas.